of where the bear is, a little bit more to the side. And I'm going to bring my line now of these. If these are quite long, I might have one a little bit more first higher. I'm doing my stepping stone. I'm doing a stepping stone down. And these are great because you can actually bend them as well. So we could do this and bend them. But I actually want one coming out, so I'm actually going to just trim it because it's got a really strong vein. So if you trim it to the vein and tear it, you can get it closer. So you can down. Make this one a little bit smaller, just because I want him to come out possibly here. Here. And if you wanted to borrow one of yours and replace it, you can bend it with some wire. Maybe just pop a couple of staples there. And again, just sort of bringing a line of them through. Yeah? So you've got your shape. You've got the willow that you can incorporate if you want to, or this coloured sticks. So you want to do this sort of Easter theme, I might bring a few of the willow down. Okay, this is your profile building now here. Yeah? I'm going to put a bit more foliage in just before I get my outline, so I know where I'm going with my shape. And obviously I've got this bit here I need to consider. I'm just building my shape really. It fits in the connectors, a bit of recession deep down. Okay, so I know where I'm going with my shape. That's my shape's going to be. So we've got roses, we've got tulips, and we've got the lisianthus, which is nice for the heights. So the roses I'm going to use through the design. Choose an open one which is going to be your focal. Come back later. Thank you. This is your focal flower here. Okay, so your open rose goes in this area. And it goes at that area there. So your smaller one is going to be height. So this is what we call your focal line. Okay, so I'm going to bring my roses through. Don't worry if you want a bit more height because we've got a lisianthus. I'll turn it around in a second. I just want to see the placements. Okay, you've got 10 roses to work with, so you can bring the focal line through the design. Coming down, so we're going to be just very down the side. Okay, think of your profile. This is your profile here. Building out. You want to be able to see everything growing. But not to forget your side, because that's what your customer's also going to see is the side. You can bring a little bit of the buds to the outside edge. Yeah? And my last one. Where would I put my last one, do you think? Where do you think the last one needs to go, roses? Here?
Yeah.
Here?
No. Where you got it?
This area? Possibly? Yeah, I'm thinking there, because I have still got some tulips as well. So, and I want my eye to be drawn to the teddy bear, so I'll put it here. Yeah? You've got tulips which you can work with. The leaves are nice actually as well, you can use the leaves. If you want them to sink into it, okay, so your focal line of your tulips now runs through the design. Then think of your profile, so don't cut anything too short. So what you're noticing, I'm actually planning where I'm putting it before I actually place it in the foam. Because what you've got to remember is such a small area of foam that if you start taking things out, putting them in, taking them out, you create lots of big holes, and that's where you have a problem then with things crumbling. And if I want it here, I put it here. I don't like put it over there and twizzle it round. I put it exactly where I want it. And I'm angling downwards to try and use some of that foam that's at the bottom. Even these leaves are quite good. You can incorporate. I'll cut that one there. So it's not very much like tulip because it's fairly new. Even these leaves are actually nice as part of your background if you want to. Put some tulips near your focal flower to try and draw the eye to the focal. Yeah, sort of like that shape. You don't have to use them all if you don't feel the need to. I do want to bring one just out here though. And sometimes when I do arrangements, if I'm placing it in here with this hand, I'm actually holding my container. So I'm sort of helping with the push so that you don't... And then notice, when you're doing this, yeah, I'm using these fingers. What did Barbara Carroll suggest? Tea with the Queen. Keep your fingers out and tea with the Queen, okay? So having your fingers like that, I'm using that. I'm not holding the flower heads, I'm actually just very gently pushing them in. So you've got your shape. I'll bring a little bit more of that in a second. You've got Lisianthus if you want to use the Achilles is lovely for a bit of recession. I went for sort of a bit of red and whites and pinks. Buds to the top. So look at your Lisianthus. If you've got quite a lot here, how can I work it so that maybe that's, how can I break my stem down so I can have a bit of white at the top and graduate the white down so that you've got good, so like here I might send that into there. Because white's quite dominant, so it's making sure you balance it really pretty and really well. Open ones, if you've got a stem like this is great. These open ones, again, look at the stem. How can I break that down? I can get at least 4 or 5 pieces out of that one stem. Draw the open ones to the bottom. Put a really nice open one near the focal flower. That gives you good recession. It draws the eye there. And dominance. It's got a nice angle. Work with the stem. I'm going to put that on the bottom so it flops over. Gives you a rhythm and a movement. Yeah, and just all the principles of design that we do it naturally, you just don't realise you're using them. Let's flow in this bit, it's kind of like there. And it's interesting how like a couple of gifts and some flowers really make a whole design. Yeah? If you want to use some of this, this is nice, just as a bit of filler. Even Genesta, I'm not going to put it in, but you might want to soften it with a little bit of Genesta, possibly. And right here, if I've got foam showing, I'm going to cover that with a little bit of depth of my Achillea, different texture as well. Even these buds are nice. Bring a little bit of that there so the customer sees it from the side as well as the front. More in here a little bit. I don't go too mad with it, but it's great to soften. Oh, it's a very luxury gift. This is one of your top of the range gifts in your design, okay? Especially the champagne. I mean, retail price, what do you think that's going to be at least?
Champagne.
I would say for 40 plus, really. 40 plus. And also remember your presentation at the back. Any arrangement. We tried to cover the back. There's 2 reasons why. A, it doesn't look very nice, so your customer sees your mechanics. And B, water can actually evaporate into the atmosphere with the oasis. So covering it with foliage and leaves just retains it. If you've got some of these nice tulip leaves, you can put some of them at the back. Bits of the... I wouldn't worry about putting flowers at the back though, because they're wasted. You can't really see them. But rolled leaves, bits of leaves, any bits and bobs that you tend to have over from your order, we put at the back just to keep... And also the balance as well. Actual balance is very important with this design, because what you don't want is this whole design falling forward, you know, this. So it's sitting really far back. I've used all of my foam. I've literally, this back part is on the back of the foam here. The side part's on the side and the front's here. I haven't really gone too far forward with the back stuff. And that profile, yeah? Trade it down. You want to do that with your hand. You don't want to be doing this or this.
Louise, with the ones at the back, did you put them on a slight slant? The very high
a
end?
very, very tiny slight slant. So if I was using this, you could do it on a slight slant. You don't want to go too much like that. Just a very, very slight one. If you struggle with some of the stems not giving you that nice rigid part, you can get away with just using it slightly tilted. That helps with actual balance as well. Okay, so have a think of what your container is going to be. You can use any container that you see. You can do small gifts. I've got some smaller teddy bears if you want to do smaller. It's actually, this can be one of your Task A designs for Unit 206.